Today we're going to be talking about creating a successful SEO roadmap.
All right,
All
sounds
right.
great.
So some of you may be wondering what's SEO or what's a roadmap. So SEO is just search engine optimization. So it's just marketing your website online. Um, and we particularly focus on Google. And then an SEO roadmap is just the plan of how to get your specific website to that end goal of not just ranking on Google, but getting actual customer calls. All right.
So, Robin,
So
why do we specifically? I'm just jumping in. Pardon me. Why do we specifically look at Google when we're talking about this so much?
because they have the majority of the search engine traffic, and that's how you get that organic traffic to come right to your site. So it's people that are actually looking for exactly what you're doing, very targeted versus putting out a magazine ad or a TV ad and just hoping that it's going to stick. These are people that are already looking for you. Plus, Google is also about 86% of the market when you're talking about search engines.
Got it.
All right. So the first thing you want to do is making sure that you don't make a mistake with your SEO roadmap. You have to have a rough outline, make sure that they have some sort of plan. A lot of SEO companies won't have any sort of plan. So if you're asking questions at the beginning and asking, well, what dates do I expect things to be done? That's what you're really looking for, is just a rough estimate and the items that are going to get done for you. So depending on your marketing plan and your goals, it's going to be different for every company. Even if it's your competitors, they could have two completely separate marketing plans. Yep. All right, and so you definitely want to have something that's custom for you. So when you're hiring an SEO company, you want to make sure that they're listening to your specific needs. You might have a goal of most people have a goal of making more profit, but some people have a goal of getting more customers. Some people have a goal of getting more social media, um, buzz, and some people have all different kinds of goals. So definitely put that up front. Don't just assume that they know what your goal is. And then just because I use this example of a plumber, just because that SEO company has specializes in plumbing websites and they have, 20 plumbing websites that they've done, it doesn't mean that your specific plumbing business has the same goals, services as every other plumber out there. So make sure that you ask for what you need for your business. And there also is a sense of you have to be flexible with the SEO roadmap. It's just a rough guide. So if they don't finish something by a certain date, there's usually a reason behind that. So it's really just an estimate of how many months something will take, or if you want to rank for a certain keyword, then they can give you a rough estimate, but it's really up to Google, and Google's changing constantly. I mean, it's changing just about twice a day. So there's a lot of different factors that can go into ranking for a keyword and how much time you put into it.
You know what? I want to comment on that because I want to elaborate on the plumber scenario. So let's say you really specialize in doing, let's say, hot tubs, or you specialize in doing whirlpools, or specialize in doing some sort of area or niche in the plumbing field that you really want to focus on, because let's say you make a lot more money in that area than, let's say, doing regular under the sink repairs, or whatever it is, or you want to focus on doing more copper versus PEX or whatever the specialty is, and you say, you know what, these types of customers are really what I'm looking for. If your SEO is geared in that direction, and how your website is structured to really funnel people into the buckets that you want them to be in, you can sort of use you can't sort of, you do use your website as a tool to help qualify those different people into those different buckets. So if you, let's say, really want to specialize in a certain area, you can, well, make that a really big feature on the homepage of your website, because that's what you really want to attract. So this way people know absolutely that's the type of work that you do. And B, in your contact form, you could ask a couple qualifying questions that will help you understand what it is they're looking for. They're looking for, let's say you don't want to get into any sort of emergency situation stuff. Let's say if this is an emergency, and you can have the form kind of guide them through the path that you want them to go in. So there's a lot that can be done on the website to help funnel those folks into the what I call buckets, depending on what their needs and wants are. So you can, let's say, avoid some folks that you don't want to work with and really capture more of the ones that you do. So you're not wasting time trying to contact the folks that aren't a good fit for what you're trying to do with your business. So that's another aspect of SEO that's more of the human side that I talk about from time to time, which is to really make sure that the website is really speaking to the individuals that you're wanting to reach out to, and those that aren't a good fit, you're putting them into a different category, maybe referring them to somebody else, or they come through the form anyway, and then you connect them with somebody that's going to help them that maybe you have an affiliate or commission relationship with, which might be a better way to handle that. So you can't. A lot of people just think of my website as just a website, and it's just something that's a online brochure or business card that's out there. And it can be much, much more than that. It can be much more useful. It's supposed to be a tool to do things for you, not just one-way information. So, Robin, I'm going to hand it back to you then.
Sure. All right, so here's just some examples of questions to ask your SEO team, or maybe even before you hire one, if you're browsing. So, what are business priorities? What tasks have low difficulty and high impact? So just questions that you can ask for to figure out where you want to go from point A to point B to get your SEO completed in a timely manner. And these are just examples of what should be in the roadmap. It might not be in every roadmap, but you want to know about your keyword rankings, how much traffic you're getting, and your analytics stats. Some keyword research, probably more towards the beginning than in the middle. An audit for your links, schematics, fixing errors, video sitemaps, and cleaning up your links. Any kind of content here, and SEO reporting. So these are just a few things that you could expect to see in your roadmap. Did you have anything else you wanted to add to this roadmap?
Well, taking a look at some of the items that you have there, those are very broad, different areas that SEO company could get into, and you have to develop a strategy that works well for your business. So a lot of it does revolve around content creation. And one thing that we do with our SEO clients is we develop strategies for them to help get us content to put on their website, or even help them develop strategies for helping them get it on their website. For example, creating videos. Usually, as soon as somebody thinks about creating a video for their website, they immediately think it's a really, really big project, and that's something that oh my God, I'm going to have to we're going to have to clean up the office. I'm going to have to get my script down of what I'm going to say. I'm going to have to line up a few customers to say good things. And, it doesn't have to be that big of a project. And one thing that we did for our client that sells supplements online and does nutritional coaching through his website is every Friday he just basically sits down in a little video studio with a white background on a black one like I have here, and he just talks to the camera. He basically is interviewed by a staff. He just talks to the camera, and he'll do that for about an hour, and he'll answer a whole bunch of different questions, and they'll take that video footage and cut it up into little sections and slap an intro and outro on it. And I say slap an intro and outro on it, but they make stock intros, which are made in Adobe After Effects. We could create one for you if you'd like, but then the final result is a little video clip that you're able to put at the beginning and at the end. Maybe the end is a call to action, the beginning is your logo swinging in with a neat little tune that goes along with it, and then you put the video of you talking to the camera right in the middle of it. You slice out that piece, and you got a simple video. And you spent maybe an hour in front of the camera. The post-production isn't that long to get those things sliced up. You can even do it all in the YouTube editor, so you don't need any special software. It's not as easy to do as it might be with some specialized software, but you could do that with your phone. and you can get all this stuff done in the YouTube editor on youtube.com. And that is an easy way to do live camera video. Now, there's also the option of doing something with just pictures. So going back to content creation, when you're, let's say you're one of our customers is a sprinkler and outdoor lighting contractor. And as they go out to these different jobs that they're completing in these multi-million-dollar houses, in some cases, before they weren't really taking any pictures of the stuff. They'd finish the job and get on to the next job, and it was all about getting the business done, which I understand. But now they're building into their process. They're going to, when they finish the house, they'll wait to the twilight part of the night, and they're going to go out there with a camera, take a whole bunch of different pictures. They're going to work with the homeowner to get all the curtains open, get all the lights turned on, because they've already been working with them through this whole process of getting the lighting done on their house. So they already established a really good relationship with that client, and they're going to, right at the end of that, work with the client to get all those pictures, and now they have those pictures to use, let's say, in videos or on their website and stuff like that. So they're implementing that as part of their regular process. With that video thing I talked about, that client just does videos every single Friday. He just sits down for an hour. So it doesn't need to be in a big process to create content. You just think about, what am I already doing on a weekly basis, and how can I document some of those things in some way? And then as you collect this content, then you can work with your SEO company, use that for part of your roadmap. And the reason I bring that up is because the content creation is so hard for us to get out of our clients a lot of times, and that's where the roadmap really should include developing strategies to develop that content on an ongoing basis, and continue to build on that, because it's so important to have that unique content to your business.
Great. Yeah, those are some really important points there. Content creation is definitely one of the big ones to keep on track with the roadmap. But I would say an overall theme of just roadmaps is just having open communication with your SEO team, and just making sure that everything can be measured and tracked. And if you fall behind on the roadmap, you don't have to panic. Just make sure that you know why you're falling behind, or maybe something came up with your website that needs to be addressed first, or it could just be that you want to prioritize something else. So definitely good to have at least a rough outline of a plan when you're doing SEO.
Great. Thank you, Robin. So that was our blog on creating the SEO roadmap, and that's important to have a plan, what you're doing. And if you're talking with an SEO company and they say, oh, we always, with this package, we do 3 blogs a month, we do several directory listings, we do this, that, and the other, but they're not really looking into and understanding your needs and individual things about your business, I would question whether or not it's going to be a good fit for you and your business. Yeah, it'll probably help in some way, but if you're really creating a strategy around what your business goals are, that's what's really, really important to do.